Hello and welcome back to the channel. I've gotten a few requests to show my vinyl collections, so I thought I would do that today. I'm going to probably make a few videos on this, and I have 20 titles to show today. I should also mention too that years ago, I had a very large vinyl collection. I lived in New York City in the late 80s, and it was stolen. So I've been taking some time over the years to rebuy some things, go to some used record stores, etc. So these are things I've picked up over quite a few years, and I've actually stopped collecting vinyl at this point, but I am thinking potentially of starting to collect a few titles again. And certainly I'm a huge supporter of independent record stores. I do have Spotify also, so I've built a lot of playlists on Spotify, but I do have a small vinyl collection, and so I wanted to start to show that. I also have some singles. I won't be showing any singles today, but I'm just going to show you some of the titles that I have, and some of these are very well worn. This first one is Paul Simon, There Goes Ryman Simon, and this one has a few of my favorites on it. Something So Right, Loves Me Like a Rock. So this is a great record. And you can see also on a lot of these, there are prices on these because many times I've picked them up from a used record store. So this one was pretty inexpensive at the time. The next one is a Warren Zevon record, Bad Luck Streak in Dancing School. And I'm a huge Warren Zevon fan. Unfortunately, Warren Zevon passed away quite a while ago. And I know Letterman was a big fan of Warren Zevon, but this has a lot of great songs on it as well. Play It All Night Long is a good one, and well, there's a lot of great songs on this record. Anyway, it's one of my favorites. Here's a Randy Newman record that I'm a big fan of as well, Good Old Boys, and there's the back of that. I just really love on these records, on some of these records, I mean, one of the reasons to collect vinyl is that they have the lyrics. So I can remember as a kid getting a record, let's say on a Friday night, and just sitting at home, putting the record on, and just reading the lyrics through all the songs. So this, again, has a lot of great classic songs on it, and really like that one. A lot of these are older records too, right? Not a lot of new artists in this particular stack, but this is Kenny Loggins' Keep the Fire, and this one has Now and Then, which is a great song, and This Is It, and there's the back of that too. Just classic album. I'm going to show now a couple of Squeeze records. I'm a big Squeeze fan. Also, I love music from the UK, and Squeeze is a great band. I've seen them live before as well. I'm not sure if Jules Holland was still in the band at this point, but there's the back of that one. This one has a little flap on the front that you can open up to get to the record. So really great. This one is Sweets from a Stranger, and it has so many great songs on it. Black Coffee in Bed, I suppose, is the biggest one on this record. And one of the first Squeeze records I picked up, East Side Story. I love this record. Really, really great. So many great songs. I mean, I love all the songs on this record. So this is a really, really good one. In Quintessence is one of my favorites. Tempted, Is That Love? I mean, this is one I would just put on and just really enjoy all the songs on the record. Maybe a lesser known band, Quarter Flash. Let's see how much I paid. 99 cents for this one. Probably in a used record store. It is a little worn up at the top here, as you can see on the album, but it's got Hard in My Heart, Find Another Fool. So Quarter Flash had a couple of hits, and so I remember picking this one up and just really enjoying it. So I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. This is Glass Houses. I feel like this record doesn't get enough play or respect, but I really love Glass Houses, and there's so many great songs on it. This is another one that I just listen to all the time. I love Sleeping with the Television On as an example. I Don't Want to Be Alone, Close to the Borderline, You May Be Right. This is a great record, and maybe one of his lesser known albums. I don't know, but I don't hear too many of the songs played on this one. Although it's got a lot of great songs on it from 1980. Also, I'm a really big Graham Parker fan. Graham Parker, I know, has become a little bit more popular maybe in recent years, but this is Howlin' Wind, one of my favorite records of his. And of course I have a CD collection too, so if you'd like to see CDs, let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in, and I can maybe start to show some of my CDs. So a lot of these, one of the reasons I stopped collecting vinyl is because I got into CDs, right? So I would rather just have the CD potentially, but I know vinyl is getting very popular again, and there are some records that I would like to pick up. But this one has White Honey, which is one of my favorites, Lady Doctor, Don't Ask Me Questions, Nothing's Gonna Pull Us Apart. So this is a great record, and this is another one that I would just put on and just play all the way through. I love all the tracks on it. Another Graham Parker record here. I'm not sure if this is really Graham Parker on the front here, but it doesn't really look like him, but clearly some kind of a vampire or something there. But this is the Parkerilla. So really great record. I think this opens up, I'll just flip it over this way, how about that? And then it opens up like this, so you can see what it looks like inside a double album here. Really great. I love Graham Parker. And this one, as you can see too, some of these records, I don't know if they do this anymore, but some of these records have this cutout on the bottom, which usually means it's overstock or something like that. And so many times you can get records, I don't know if this is true anymore, on discount if there's that cutout there. So this is a great record too. Some older records. This happens to be a Mercury record, Honky Tonk Piano featuring Lou Stein. I just love the cover of this one, which is really great. And you can see also I love how on the back you kind of have this full description that you can read while you're listening to the record. Really, really cool. And I just love some of these older style records. Also, it's just very well made. Really hard cardboard, I guess. And it kind of gives you just a little bit of a description on the back. This is a really good record. Another older record too, Doc Watson. If you haven't heard Doc Watson before, I highly recommend it. This is Southbound, and it's again an older record. Lots of description on the back, as you can see here. Doc Watson, just a genius in terms of a guitar player and bluegrass and things like that. But really, really great record if you don't have this one. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Loudon Wainwright III, but I'm a big fan of his. I've seen him in concert a few times and really enjoy his records. He's kind of a funny songwriter, political potentially a little bit, but I really love this record. And this has, let's see if there's anything I can talk about on this one. Whatever Happened to Us is good. Absence Makes the Heart Grow Fonder. But just really kind of quirky, creative, funny songs. Really like Loudon Wainwright III, and he's got a lot of records as well. This is one that I like on vinyl. Back to Graham Parker. This is Squeezing Out Sparks. Look at that cover, really cool cover. Sparking the hair there. This one has You Can't Be Too Strong as my favorite one on this record. Really, really good. But all the songs are great. Discovering Japan is also really good on this one. And another Billy Joel record. I remember listening to this, and this was really popular for me when I was in high school. I listened to this record over and over again, The Stranger. So many hits on this one. And I remember seeing Billy Joel on Saturday Night Live doing Only the Good Die Young, which is really a great song. But this one has Moving Out, The Stranger, Just the Way You Are, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, which is by far one of my absolute favorite songs. Really, really good. Get It Right the First Time, Everybody Has a Dream, She's Always a Woman, Vienna. So this has a lot of hits on it. Highly recommend it. Love this record. Some classic Neil Diamond, Hot August Night. I don't know that cover. Really, really great record too. And there's so many things I like on this one. I like Holly Holy, I think, is one of the ones I really enjoy on this one. But it's got a lot of the hits, Solitary Man and Cherry Cherry, Sweet Caroline. And then on the inside, you get this great kind of a picture of Neil Diamond there on the inside. Very, very cool. I'm a big Genesis fan, and I love Phil Collins' solo albums as well. And this is one of them, Hello, I Must Be Going. And there's the back of that one. So some of the songs I like on here, I Don't Care Anymore, I Cannot Believe It's True. Many of these songs done with horns, really great arrangements. Really enjoy this album as well. Getting down here to the end, this is another Graham Parker album that you can see has a cutout in it, as I mentioned before. Stick to Me. This is some live performances, and this has a lot of great songs. I'm going to Tear Your Playhouse Down, The New York Shuffle, Watch the Moon Come Down. Really, really great record. Of course, with the Rumor too. So I think Graham Parker is particularly good when he's got the Rumor with him. All these other great musicians playing with him. There's a comedy record, Steve Martin. I remember really enjoying Steve Martin on Saturday Night Live, but certainly as a stand-up comedian. This one has King Tut on it, which is really great, but also a lot of his classic comedy bits. And you can see on the inside too, this kind of a Steve Martin, almost you could almost use that as a poster potentially. But anyway, this is a great record. And finally, the Manhattan Transfer. I don't know if anyone remembers the Manhattan Transfer, but they are pretty much an a cappella group. And I remember listening to this record also when I was in high school and really enjoying their music. And this has a lot of classics on it. Body and Soul, Four Brothers, Birdland, I suppose, is one of their big hits. So I really like this record also. So that is part one of my vinyl collection. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more vinyl. Again, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to start collecting vinyl again. I'm really focusing on my film collection, my TV collection. But I'm thinking about it. And so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of this. I also have a big CD collection too. So if you'd like to see that, let me know, and I can start to show that too. I just want to say thank you also for subscribing, watching, and commenting, asking questions. I really appreciate it. Let's keep the dialogue going in the comment section below. And happy 2021. I'm really looking forward to this year. I think it's going to be another great year for physical media. I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.